What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse Steve here today, and we're gonna talk about apparently the Middle Eastern version of Spider-Man 2 has removed all signs of LGBT dialogue, side missions, and all gender spectrum flags. Now that is kind of crazy. That apparently the rest of the world gets this regular version, but the Middle Eastern gets this one version that removes all LGBT stuff. I'm not sure what this language says, but something about dialogue being removed on the sidewalk, the graffiti, I guess. And also, the flags are gone as well as in the normal game for the LGBT. So it's just fascinating how they have the stuff removed for the Middle Eastern version, just to sell more copies of this game. So you mean to tell me, Insomniac, who does the whole change the banner during Pride Month, doesn't really stand by that statement? If you're really supporting the LGBT, why would you cave in to what the Middle Eastern countries want? Why would you just release that version or just not sell it to them overall? This is one of the fastest selling games from Sony, so why do they need to make this version of the game if they really stood by what they are preaching with this game right here? But I guess they don't. They just pander for an easy buck, it seems like. So this person also states, "Are you going to insult me or accept a corporation to seize your identity as pure money? To the gay people who defend me just for showing the truth." Okay, that is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of crazy. So they got one version for the U.S. and another version for overseas, for these different countries. Yeah, that is wild. This person says, "Honestly, as someone who is LGBT, I miss when society wasn't so focused on us." That's kind of crazy too. That there's so many missions. They said there's side missions and dialogue. I'm like, I don't think Miles Morales, he's definitely not LGBT. Peter Parker is definitely not LGBT. So they had to add in specific characters for these side missions, new characters. And so that is kind of pandering, to be honest. It's like the normal comics or normal lore in general don't have LGBT characters, I don't believe, but they just added new characters for this. The same concept. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Cisco, Lenovo, and Bethesda all do the same thing. Where for Prime Month, they do the whole rainbowification, if that's even a word of their company logo. And then the Middle Eastern version of these different companies, they just have they have regular logo. It's like, really? I assume the actual game is untouched, so why does this matter to begin with? I'm having a hard time understanding why I should care when the absence or presence of this stuff means nothing to the actual game as a whole. I mean, yeah, it is side characters, it's like extra like banners and dialogue that's in the environment, so it doesn't really add anything. It's just pandering for whatever reason, just to make extra money. Well, like none of the characters in Spider-Man are even that sexuality to begin with, so it really doesn't even need to be up in here, to be honest. It stops when your community stops giving awards to these companies for all their help. Yeah, you praise them during Prime Month, but when it comes down to it, they will remove your sexuality for a money sign, which that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Tell them not to use you as props on the side of the ocean. This person states, "Insomniac give us that option to turn it off as well too." I mean, they might as well. They would just do anything for $1, it seems like. So I don't see why they wouldn't have that option. In my opinion, companies should just refuse to release under such conditions. Gotta give prompts where it's due. Good job, Square Enix, for refusing to cave with Final Fantasy 16. And it probably had an economic cost, but definitely the correct way to do it. Yeah, if you're gonna take that stance that you fully support the LGBT, yeah, you need to fully stand by it. Like, this is some half-assing stuff right here. Like, how are you gonna cave into what the Middle Eastern countries want? You should just not release it at all in that country. But nope, they caved in. Just hilarious. I hope they stop pretending to be surprised at how it is just pandering. Yeah, so each time it's one of these different months. It's like they're gonna just pander, whether it be Black History Month, Latino History Month, Pride Month, whatever type of month where it celebrates somebody's nationality or their like being in general. They're just pandering because if they can make more money by removing those different features from a certain country who doesn't celebrate those months, they're gonna do it to make more money. So, uh, how about outlets like IGN or GameSpot actually practice journalism and put Insomniac Games and PlayStation feet to the fire on this? You think IGN is actually going to ask Insomniac why they remove the flag from these different countries? Do they have to actually do hard-hitting journalism? Good luck with that one. They barely want to cover the whole bug situation. If they don't cover something serious like this, nope, they're going to ignore it. Like it just never happened. LGBT people, how corporations are just pandering to make money. It even has a name: pink washing or rainbow washing. That's capitalism. Yeah. And back to the whole like these big journalists not covering this. Journalism is supposed to be about hard hitting questions. You are not supposed to be liked by these different companies, by the people in general, with these different journalists. You're supposed to be asking hard hitting questions that people are afraid to ask. But these modern day journalists are not like that. They're trying to be on these people's good side so they don't get blacklisted. So this form of gaming journalism is just like pseudo journalism at this point. It's just most like advertising for these companies. They're not trying to rub anybody's feathers on the wrong way with these different companies. LGBT people don't like corporate pride either because it's so fake and phony. I was like, if you're going to claim to support me, don't just support me to make money. Like at the end of the day. Yeah, we always knew gay people have always been saying that they don't care about us. This is nothing new. If they really support the LGBT, then they would keep the flags regardless of what people or what country they're going to sell it from. That's a sign that they don't have the balls to give no F's and actually keeps to their principles without being a hypocrite. Not really the case here. Them donating to the LGBTQ, even donating money, is just a marketing tactic. And Twitter users like always eat that crap up. Hate how companies use race, sexuality, etc. to get good impressions, encouraging people to buy their products because of the so-called good cause they did. Yeah. This is a actual LGBT person right here commenting saying, and I agree with you. They claim they care for us only to spit behind our backs. Jeez. Let's see. Black Cat, Middle Eastern version. My best friend is in Paris. Okay. They've been doing this for most of the Asian market and people are quiet. Why should they say anything now? Please look up the term rainbow capitalism. Hilarious. But yeah, I'm concluded right here. It's obvious they're just this pandering is just so fake at this point. They don't really care about the LGBT. They would just use them for a buck. But when it's time to actually show up and stand by what you believe in, they will just abandon all that just for more money. So I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. It's always thanks for watching, and peace.